So hello all. So today we have BANNA Venkatesh with us, who has secured All India rank 467 with geography as his optional, and this was his second attempt. First attempt he was not able to clear prelims, and he passed out in the year 2019 from NIT Trichy. So welcome Venkatesh to this particular session.
Yes, sir.
And हम जानते हैं कि वेंकटेश की स्ट्रेटजी क्या थी ज्योग्राफी ऑप्शनल को लेके इन पर्टिकुलर और यूपीएससी इन जनरल, और जो भी उन्होंने स्ट्रेटजीज फॉलो करी और उनके क्या पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंसेस थे ज्योग्राफी ऑप्शनल के साथ, बिकॉज इन हिज सेकंड अटेम्प्ट ओनली ही सिक्योर्ड दिस रैंक विद ज्योग्राफी एज हिज ऑप्शनल. सो हेलो वेंकटेश.
Thank you, sir.
So I would also like to welcome you, Venkatesh.
Thank you, sir.
It is very heartening to know that when my students clear the exam in their first attempt, in fact, it was your second attempt, but as we know that it was actually your first mains.
Yes, sir.
So it is a commendable achievement, definitely. So Venkatesh, you yourself tell us something about your journey.
Sir, thank you, sir. So I graduated in 2019 from NIT Trichy. So after that, I worked as a chip design engineer at Qualcomm India for 2.5 years. So after that, while working, I started my preparation and gave my first attempt, but I couldn't clear prelims in that attempt. So I have resigned from the company and gave my full-fledged attempt this time with geography as optional. I have studied some books and prepared on my own for geography for optional, but still prelims, I didn't have a full-fledged understanding of the subject. After clearing prelims, I have joined your crash course 500 plus program, and that course has helped me a lot. Particularly during those 3 months, I have spent most of my time completing those classes, because since the time was very short, I couldn't attend your live sessions. So I have attended your video recordings and made my own notes. And I have stuck to that notes only. I couldn't study any other material, but that notes itself helped me a lot in securing good marks in optional. I didn't get the marks, but definitely it helped me to get this rank. So I'm very thankful to you, sir.
So the struggle is still not over.
Yes, sir.
So BANNA, what was, should I call you BANNA or Venkatesh? What is your first?
BANNA is fine, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So BANNA, what was your strategy with geography optional? Why did you zero down on taking geography as your optional in UPSC at the first place? Tell me that about first, and then we'll be talking about the strategy.
Yes, sir. So, sir, I have taken geography because first EC as an optional is not available. So after that, I have gone through few other optional subjects. I have gone through some question papers. But once I have seen geography questions, I felt it is more relatable and more overlapping with GS subjects as well. And also it is not completely static. It has, particularly in the second paper, it has a lot of overlap with our GS topics as well, India geography. The topics are interesting. So I thought this will help me in both GS answers as well, and will help me in scoring good marks. So based on that, I have chosen geography as options.
So it was kind of a rational decision you have taken, that it will help
Yes,
you
sir.
both in your GS preparation also. Okay, so what
Yes,
was
sir.
your strategy, with what sources initially you started, and then how you landed up in taking 500 plus course as the course which helped you?
Sir, initially I have followed the regular sources. For physical geography, I have referred to Savindra Singh.
Yes.
Then for human geography part, I have studied Majid Hussain book. Then for India geography, I have gone through Pranjal book. So I have studied these concepts, but somewhere I felt after looking at the questions that I didn't have an in-depth understanding of these topics, particularly the human geography part, the perspectives and other theories in the human geography part. So after clearing prelims, I got to know about Himanshu sir from few of my friends who have taken course already there. Since I couldn't come to Delhi, I have opted for the online program. Due to short of time, I couldn't attend SAR's live lectures, but I got the video recordings and I have completed the classes. I think these classes would be very helpful. In fact, I have watched a few of your lectures as well on some topics. I thank you, sir.
No, you
So,
are a testimony to the fact that if you land up at right place, if you do your classes at right place, then geography is very rewarding. In fact, in the first attempt itself, people talk about that the length of geography, etc., etc. But if you are at a correct place, if you have started at a correct place, then again, geography is something of a subject which will always help you out. In fact, yesterday itself, we were talking with rank 102 and 103 of this year. And
Yes.
both of them, the case has been that ultimately they were securing these ranks. Like 102 has secured this rank in his last attempt, sixth attempt, and 103 in his fifth attempt.
Oh,
And
And
102 rank got to know about guidance, I guess, in his last attempt only. And earlier he was not properly ready with the strategy in a very lucid way.
yes, sir.
so that is what I always say, that there is no problem in the subject. When there are some rumors, I always tell them that the problem is what you are reading, what you are studying, how you are approaching the subject. There must be some problem in the strategy if you are not getting marks.
Sir,
Hmm.
even many of my friends, when I taken geography as optional, they were like, "Why did you choose geography?" Man, because a lot of syllabus and all such things. But in fact, I mean, I believe that subject is good if we can cover it in a proper way. It will fetch marks. It will help in prelims or GS and both
Yes.
mains optional as well.
Hmm.
So I believed in that, and after that prelims, I somehow got to know about your program, and definitely it helped me in getting.
So, Bana, which service you will be getting in this rank, and what are your plans
Sir,
ahead?
I have OBC reservation, so I will get into police service, IPS.
Very good.
Hmm.
Yes,
Congratulations.
but thank you, sir. But my first priority will be to get into administrative service, so I'll be writing again this year. Sir.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. So you are still in the groove.
Yes, yes.
So tell me one thing, ki when you were reading these books, these standard books, these books which are being prescribed and suggested by anyone in geography domain, how much utility you get to take out of these books, these standard books like Savinder Singh, Majid Hussain, and how your way of reading was?
So I didn't have any specific strategy, sir, before referring to this books. I have gone through the concepts. It was explained, and I got the basic understanding of the subject. But I at later point I realized that writing good answers requires something more than just the concepts in the books. So after that, once I started listening to SARS classes, then I understood. Okay, I have studied something, but I think it requires some more effort and some more structuring that is required.
Hmm.
So SARS classes gave me that additional things that are required to write good answers in the optional. And I didn't join SARS foundation course, but even the crash course, the 500 plus program itself helped me in getting good marks. If I had more time, I would have scored some more marks. But I think it is. I'm happy that within those 3 months, I was able to at least get into this rank.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Definitely,
I was
definitely.
also looking to your answer evaluation sheets, and in the first test, I guess you have scored, I guess, around 97 marks in the first test.
Yes,
In the
sir.
second test, you actually jumped up your marks by 15 marks. So I guess it was around 112, 113 marks. So there was
Yes, sir.
significant jump in the second test only, and your way of writing answers
Yes,
was
sir.
also very good, very practical. And this shows that you were actually implementing those things which you have learned in 500 plus classes in your answers, actually.
Yes.
So that was a good progress in that way. Himanshu sir?
I want to ask one question. You talked about the that you've gone through Savinder Singh book. So let us clarify this. Did you study the separate books for geomorphology, climatology, oceanography, or you just went through the
No,
physical
sir.
geography book?
Sir, actually, I didn't even complete the physical geography book. I bought
Hmm.
only one book, Savindra Singh Physical Geography.
Hmm.
Even in that, I have skipped oceanography, climatology topics
Hmm.
because I am not very good at physical geography. But after completing your classes, I thought, okay, human geography part, I will attempt 3 questions. Physical geography, I will attempt only 2 questions.
Hmm.
So after your classes, I got confidence that, okay, I can manage human geography part. So
Hmm.
physical geography, I took it lightly only, sir. more than after other than GS, few additional topics I have studied. That's all.
This is actually the case with geography. Many times students they feel that geography becomes too technical for them. And I always say that you have to see the syllabus. If you actually prefer to choose uh, two questions or three questions from the section B, human geography, and if you just attempt two questions from the section A, physical geography, then in a way the syllabus is, if you can understand that around 60%, in fact more than 60%, around 70% of the syllabus, if you talk about, it is human geography. And human geography is not so much technical.
Yes.
It is like anyone can understand human geography.
So, Bana, what was your strategy for GS, general studies in general? And since you were a working aspirant, how you were managing your time?
Actually, during my first attempt, before 5 months to prelims, I have resigned the company. I mean, only after before the five months, but the time was not enough for me to clear. So after that, I have decided that I mean, resignation is done, but after that, I have given my full attempt. So I have taken an academy some GS subscription course for GS. After that, I have started answer writing practice for general studies, and I got some feedback and started improving on that. But after prelims, I have devoted most of my time for SARS classes, and even completing classes took me most of the time because of in-depth classes. So I was able to
The
write
classes are
only
very
2 to 3
dense.
tests only. Yes. So even though I wrote 2 to 3 tests, after the feedback, I understood, okay, this is the things that are expecting from the answer. So I have revised, I have stick to the SARS notes, and I have added few points from GS in my answers. I mean, in fact, I repeated most of the topics in both papers. Same concept I have written in paper 1, and I have written the same in the second paper as well. So somehow in that way, it helped me getting these marks.
I have one more question. When people are taking the classes online, be it for GS, be it for optionals, 90% of them do not watch the entire classes, not even more than 50% of the classes. Because of lack of discipline, self-discipline, and you're sitting in your home and you do not have any sense of competition around you. So what was your way of scheduling the classes in a disciplined way so that you can take the maximum of them, be it at the level of GS or at the level of optionals? What was your disciplined way of watching the classes?
So when I think about classes, I know that I have a decent understanding. I do not, since I have a short time, I do not need to attend live classes because it takes some more time. So once the recordings are available, and as per my own convenience, I have asked to the lectures. And if any doubts are there, and so that's why, since due to short of time, I have attempted only recording classes. I have scheduled the classes so that I can complete it as fast as I can, so that I have a good understanding. And after that, I have started writing test series. Within 2 or 3 tests, 2 or 3 tests, I was able to understand what is expected from the geography answers, particularly in optional. So I have started revising the same notes again and again, so that I don't get burdened with more information. So whatever short information I have, I can just write it in the answers. Because I felt that for the questions, I didn't even write 20 to 30% of what I learned in classes. Only those 2, 3 points and those diagrams that helped me to get marks. So limiting sources helped me to cover the syllabus in short time, and that helped me.
This is very important point you have mentioned here, because we do find that when it comes to UPSC, students think that reading more ultimately helps you clear the exam. But it is not so. It is about limiting your sources, revising them properly, memorizing the content, and also lots of answer writing practice. That is actually going to help you out.
Yes, sir.
So, Banna, tell me that what was your strategy in GS? How you manage, because GS syllabus is also vast.
Yes, sir. As I said earlier, I have taken online subscription at an academy for classes. Even there, I didn't attend any live class. I got all the video recordings. So as per my convenience, I took two topics, two subjects at a time. First, I started with economy and polity. Then I started with geography. So once I have finished these core topics, I have started reading newspapers so that it makes more sense for me. So within some 6-7 months, I was able to complete all the classes. Then I have started writing tests. So I have till the completion of mains, I have written around 25 to 30 GS tests. So in the start, I was able to answer only around 13, 14 questions within 3 hours. Because I didn't, the time management was not there. I was taking too much time and too many words. But after writing these 25 to 30 tests, I understood, okay, limiting content and writing short points will help. So I was writing tests, getting the feedback, and then again revising and writing. That's how I was able to complete my GS before prelims.
Mm-hmm. And were you able to complete your optional papers in the actual exam? And what was your way of doing the things with maps, diagrams, and were you able to incorporate them in your paper 1, paper 2 answers?
I do not know whether I have written that great answers, but whatever I have learned in those 3 months, I was able to incorporate those things, those maps and all. Particularly in second paper, I was able to write all the 10 locations, particularly for the first question.
That is very
And
good.
also I have used many maps and some data points which I have studied in GS as well for second paper question, particularly in energy security, urbanization. Many questions are there. So that GS points also helped here. And for the first paper, for the last 2 questions, I got only some 8 to 9 minutes left. So I have started writing parallelly both the questions. I mean, I've started giving introduction for both the questions, some data points for both the questions, so that even if the time happens, I will get some more marks than attempting one full question. So somehow I was able to finish all the questions in time.
And what was your strategy when you see the questions of paper 2 and geography optionals, and when they seem to be looking like very general questions of GS category? So what was your template format of attempting such questions which are very generic of paper 2 and geography optional, and how you were making them more optional in nature?
Sir, I mean, I didn't really distinguish that grade from GS questions because I have given the general introduction, whatever I write in GS. But I have added for example, any energy security question, I have added the map pointing and I have added the locations. And then I started writing and also added few schemes of government, which we usually write in GS as well. So some map pointing or some diagrams I have added in addition to GS. So that and also some theories that I learned in GS paper 1, I have added those theories as well.
Yes.
For those questions, so that it looks more optional, but somehow I managed in that way and good.
Same. Sir?
I think it is enough for today, and we will be again connecting after the marks are out. Then we can get a better analysis of suppose where you are getting better marks, and then we can better do the analysis of what was your strategy, a more detailed discussion.
And Banna, what will be your strategy after clearing this year's prelims? जो भी 2024 का prelims है, उसके बाद अब इस बार geography optional के लिए क्या strategy रहेगी तुम्हारी? You will be going with the same 500 plus notes and the test series. And what will be your strategy then?
Definitely, I will follow the 500 notes. Maybe I will attempt a few more tests from Guidance IAS.
Yes.
Based on only marks only, I will analyze and see like where if there is any scope of improving some 15-20 marks in optional. Then I will get into IAS. So and I will focus on that.
And what if any of your junior asks you that he wants to start the preparation of UPSC and he or she is thinking of taking geography as his or her optional? So what will be your suggestion to him or her regarding
my
optional?
Optional, I will just suggest them to go through the question papers and take decision on their own without listening to others about anything, without looking at the syllabus. Then I will suggest them to take, if possible, they can enroll in SARS classes. If there is no financial concerns and all, because it will speed up their preparation, they will get right guidance. Then it will be practicing more tests will help for them.
Yes, yes.
In fact, if we
So, Bana, this was nice talking to you. Yes, sir, continue.
if we see this year, I think in the top 5 there are 3 people who qualified. They were actually IPS officers. So good luck for the next attempt, Banna.
Thank you.
Definitely, I know
And
that.
we'll be again connecting when the mark sheets are out, maybe possibly today only. And then we will be having a detailed strategy. And all the best for your further preparation.
And
Thank you, sir.
after prelims, you connect with us. Definitely, we'll further chart out a better strategy. Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.